is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my...
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Up against them, fists of fire from the United States of America.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the pink trunks trimmed with white. Fists of fire.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. They block the jab. Good counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Beautiful counter shot. Good job defending the jab. Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Let's go with that right uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Some real good back and forth. Hold that thought! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That jab won't score. Through the hook, didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage, so on to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
These are my kind of fights, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. Just misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. A perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know, here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Beautiful counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Forcing him to cover up. Jab misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get nervous with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
A straight right just misses. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. A perfect counter lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what right.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he isn't. Here we go in the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A straight right just misses. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Throws the jab but does not score. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough. Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Bombs away. That counter punch caught him clean. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense is everything because...
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four.
He's been... There's the bell to start round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The straight right just misses. Where was the... And down goes fists of fire. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Second, you continue.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heel, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the... And we enter the night. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. What's the referee thinking right now? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
both want a knockout, you can tell. Power is up. Oh, right there. This could be the end. Trying to buy time, and he's going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
6, 7, 8.
A perfect counter lands. Counter punching. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Got the momentum. And there's the bell for round 10. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That left uppercut doesn't score. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset. And wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Perfect counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. A chance to make history. Well, there was no... This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? A swing and a miss with that jab. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. And Fists of Fire goes down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.